What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back. We are back with another daily trade review. Today we're reviewing trades for a very small green day. And I don't know why those glasses look crooked. Let's try those. Very small green day today. And didn't take many trades today. Tried to be patient, tried to be disciplined. Did that for the most part. But why, oh, why? Man, why, oh, why? I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna bring up the thumbnail watch list today, just so we can look at what we're looking at and see these charts. So, bam. That is what we were watching today. I had Meg L on there just because I had purchased a few shares just as the market was closing yesterday in my IRA account. I think I paid like $18, somewhere around there for them. And ended up selling them after hours. But I wanted to see what they had done this morning had I kept them. And I would have made a little bit more money as market opened. And then look at what that thing has done the rest of the day. Just horrible. But we had CVX on the watch list, had Walmart. Walmart had earnings. So took a few trades on that, or maybe just one. No, I think I did take 2 trades on that. Very small trades. Had Target just to see what kind of momentum it was going to get off of Walmart. And we see that it did almost the opposite at open. Came down and just, man, it was a beast. Had TGL, no clue what this is, and I'm glad I didn't take any trades on it. And then we had Amazon to go long. Look at what Amazon did off the open. Sold off, and then look at what it's done since 11 o'clock. Just incredible. I'm looking at the markets. I guess a report or something must have came out at 11 because it has helped Amazon. It kind of boosted Target. Then we'll come down here. These was our shorts. We had Home Depot on the short list. Can you believe it? And look at what this thing has done. This thing has went $17, y'all. 17 bucks. I dropped a line on this thing over here. I was interested in taking a trade. Didn't pull the trigger on it. Look at it. Wowzers. Had Snow on the list. Didn't take a trade on Snow. Was looking to go short. But look at what it's done. It has made a move over here once it broke this line that I had dropped on the chart. All of these lines are usually placed on the charts before the market opens. Before the market opens. This one here, you could tell I dropped on the chart right there. Catching this area right here for support. And it held. But that's the importance of marking the charts before the market opens so that you know where your support and resistance is going to be. Look at how this area right here acted as perfect resistance until it broke above it. Now it's using the ceiling as the floor, and then it was off to the races. Took 2 trades on ZM. This was the why. This was the why, and we'll look at it when we go into TRADERVUE. Took 1 trade on BE this morning, basically getting out flat for it, and it did finally make the move that we wanted it to make. But man, it's 210 right now. Market time, and look at what the markets are doing. They're crushing. And I loved seeing this today because I have Home Depot stocks in my M1 Finance long-term investment account. So I understand that this may just be short-lived, but over the long haul, I have HD in my long-term account. And for those who have watched the long-term videos, y'all know that the first one I did, my long-term account was down like $245 when I made that video. Came back, I made another video about 3 weeks later, creating a pie for my grandkids. And I want to say that it was up 25 then. So instead of being red 2 something. It was now green 25. Well, today when I checked it, it was green like 150 bucks. So again, that's a 10-year plan on those accounts. But just to show you, you can't go by those daily or weekly fluctuations when you're going long term, because overall long term charts continue to ascend. But let's go ahead. Let's bring up TRADERVUE. Enough talking. We're reviewing trades for Tuesday, August 16th. Took 5 trades today. Closed P&L $56.96. Walmart, $24. Again, risking 50. We back risking just a flat 50 across the board. Made like a half R on that thing. BE, this was a short. Went back to Walmart, flat. ZM, this one here, I put my stop at break even. That thing had a wicked spread. Got caught in a spread, ended up losing $4. Came back, I saw ZM had changed trends, was going to the high side, took a trade. I said, I want to get green on ZM because they robbed me for $4.20. They robbed me for $4.20, y'all. So I had to go back. I said, I'm going to get green on it. Man, let's take a peek at this one real quick. And then we'll go to the video because we did record these today. Watch this, man. This is ugly. Ugly. Can I say it one more time? Ugly. I took this on this nice 2-minute breakout over the VWAP. Confirmation on the 5. So I didn't want to get in down there because that would not have had the confirmation. But up here, we're getting the confirmation that this is going higher. I took this trade just to freaking get my money back that they stole when I stopped out on the first trade. Look at the money left on the table. If y'all recall, or you may not have recalled because y'all might not be in the comments, but there was a guy in the comments who said, why don't you just do a bar by bar and don't get out? Look at had I did that. Next 5-minute bar, put the stop there. This one closes, put the stop there. This one closes, put the stop there. This one closes, of course, stop there. So on and so on till you get right here. And then you stop out right here because I would have put it right there. Being a red candle, that's probably going to stop you out. Boom, stops you out. That is like, let's call that 106.50. Let's call that 108.50. That's $2. How many shares did we have? That's $200. Why? Why? Maximum unrealized was 38. And then I went and I moved my stop up to where if this thing came back down, it was going to stop me out and I was going to at least be green on this particular stock. I accomplished my goal. So I guess I can't be mad at that, right? I accomplished the goal. Let's look at Walmart real quick and then we're going to get in the video. Actually, I want to look at we'll look at the first one, then I want to come back and look at the second one. Got in Walmart. This one ain't going to tell you much because I got in this one pre-market. Got in this at 9:11. Took this trade off of a 1-hour 3-bar play in the pre-market. Ended up moving stop to break even. But we see that this did go a little bit. This is not going to tell us any data because it can't pull it from the pre-market. So let's look at the second Walmart one. Just curious if this would have went. Okay, so getting in right there. Stop is going to be down there. Got maybe an R out of this move. Resistance is all over here. Resistance is all over there. We see that that's where it came to. Peekaboo, came back down. Once I got into this one, I was like, okay, Walmart is basically trading in a range up in here. It's not really doing nothing. And we see this came close to stopping us out. We was unrealized losses, 42.80. Stood fast, and then we just moved our stop to break even. Max unrealized gains, 12.75. Let's go ahead. What time is it? We in 10 minutes. Let's look at BE real quick. This was one that ended up just moving my stop down to an area, and then this thing popped. So getting in right there, stop was on the top side of that. Made this nice move down. What were we unrealized? Wow, we was unrealized 46. I wonder. I'm not sure. I might have been in this one a half a position. We'll have to see when we get into the video. But made a nice move down. This thing came back up and stopped me out because I had my stop on the top side of these right here. Stopped me out. And look, the next candle, it just went back down. Can I say why again? Come on. But let's go ahead. Let's get into the video. And I'll get it started, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get TRADERVUE pulled back up to the main screen. So we get into B at 9:34. So I'm gonna kind of speed this up. This is just showing we're already in Walmart. Already in Walmart. This one here, I set 2 brackets. So I set one bracket for 20 shares, and I came back and set the other bracket for 10 shares. So basically, my plan was to scale out of this. I don't usually do that, but the plan was to kind of scale out if these things ran. See, we had gotten this nice pop up to 139.86, and then it just flushed. Just took all the hope and spirit up out of us because we thought this thing was about to go. Came over, we're looking at Amazon. Looking at these charts, I don't see anything on Amazon. We come over to BE, and we see BE 60. What we give this? A 60-cent stop. So that's 83 shares. How many shares do we buy? Actually, we go 75. We give it a little more room. That's 65 shares. Let's see what we put in there. 65. So we fully shared up for a $50 risk on this trade. So let's take a peek. We see that it is right at the 50 moving average. That's this broken line on my chart. 50 moving average is going to be the same on every single chart. 50, 50, and 50. That way I can glance at any particular chart and I'm going to see the 50 moving average set to an hour time frame. So they don't vary between them. But look at this thing. It's coming with strength. So I'm like, okay. We see that it's breaking this pivot. So that's good. You always want it to be breaking a pivot point. So it is breaking that pivot, that pre-market pivot point right there. And like I said, it's coming down with some good strength. Of course, you know, we triggered in. So we're going to scroll through this one fairly quick. Come over to TGL. Y'all saw TGL on the watch list. Nothing on there worth looking at. And we're back looking at Walmart. Walmart is throwing off top and tails on the 2-minute. That's not good. You got a top and tail up on the 5. Not good. Come over to the 10. Pretty much a little doji right now. So not good. And then we come to ZM. Man. So while I am setting up to get into BE, I look at ZM and I see ZM has made a good move. And all I could do was watch it. So we come over looking at Microsoft. Nothing doing on Microsoft. Microsoft was on just the what do I call that watch list? The maybe watch list, I guess it is. And I didn't have all my slots filled up. So on those, I'll drop a maybe on there. Come back looking at Walmart. Had high expectations. Look at what Walmart did pre-market. Nice move. Came up, pulled back. But you see that this area was an area of resistance. So the play or the thought, because I was already in the trade at that point, was if this holds this area, we should just go. It should go. What was the volume? Look at the volume on that first candle. Market open candle. A lot of it was in this green candle. If you come and look at the 2 minute, it's in this green candle. So a lot of sellers pushed that down. And me and Evan was chatting like we do many mornings. He had mentioned that there's a study that will show you like the color. It'll break down. So you'll see a lot of red and then a little green. You can see that just by looking at this candle though. If you see this big top and tail, then you know that this candle has a lot of sellers in it. Fairly easy to see it just by the top and tail. If it was a doji right in the middle, then you know that it's going to be about even with buyers and sellers in the volume. So I pretty much just look at the candles and I can somewhat see that. So like this one here had a few buyers in there. So this would have had a very little bit of green and then a bunch of red. But let's go ahead. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. What time do we take our next trade? We don't take the next trade until 10:13. Man, I'm going to just kind of speed this up. We see Walmart finally made the move and it set the new high of the day. So right now we're up 45 bucks. 49, 51. So we were up 1R in that trade. Now we see BE. We're up 18. So we'll keep on scrolling. Keep scrolling. So I think at this point, yeah, I had moved the stop to break even. And thing came fairly close to stopping us out, but kept going. We come back over and we look at Walmart and look, it has flushed back down or pulled back down to this area. So this is why I moved the stop. This is why I moved the stop, because I said, if it doesn't hold this area, I'm going to give it a little bit of room. And then if it stops me out, it is what it is. So I was content with that stop. When you see what I made off of the trade, I was fairly content with it because of my thought process. Now, what I didn't see is what it had originally hit the original stop. Now I'm just going through the pre-market watch list because my thumbnail watch list is not doing anything. So I'm going through the pre-market watch list. What I'll do, and I need to start doing this maybe 10 minutes into the market, because I could look for 5-minute 3-bar plays because 2 5-minute candles would have formed. I could look for buy setups or pull back and retest, as I like to call them. I don't like live traders. They call them buy setups, but I call it a pullback and a retest, or pullback and confirmation. But here, just scrolling through, really don't see anything on this right here at all. I think I just left it sitting on this stock. It wasn't like I was really looking for anything. I'm just watching the thumbnail watch list at this point. All right, now we get back scrolling. None of these charts look worth anything. ATRL, nope, nothing looking there. POWW, nothing there. This was one that I saw. I was looking at the halt scanner yesterday evening. And here we see BE. BE is finally doing something. Look at that. It's up 33 bucks. Come over to Walmart. We've stopped out of Walmart now because it did dip down and stop us out. Probably could have put that stop just on the other side of the 9 moving average, because you see what happened. It just peekabooed the 9, and then it's kind of holding on right there. But again, I wasn't mad getting stopped out right there. can always get back in, which is what I did do. So let's go ahead. Let's see. What did I say? 1013. Let's keep scrolling. Now this is ZM. This was the one I said that I missed. Right here would have been a nice entry. Stop up on the backside of it. Again, 1 minute would have got you in trouble if you'd try to take this little 3-bar play. It would have stopped you out right there. And then it would have just took off and would have like pissed you off. But on the 2 minute, get in right there, stop on the top side. Thing's already 2-1 on the money. So missed opportunity there. And that's why, like I said, a lot of times I won't use the 1 minute really, unless it's something that just looks super good. But let's keep going. We're back looking at Walmart. Let's keep going. Come back. Now I'm changing that over to my 30 minute. Since we have a candle that's formed. But just keep going. We come back over to Walmart. We're going to take this trade now in about 30 seconds. So let's take a look at all of the charts. So we're looking at the 5. It's kind of curling back over. This candle is now holding this area. So that's what's piquing my interest. I'm like, all right, this candle is holding that area. Look at the 10, giving it a wider stop. So I'm giving it a 10, giving it a stop based on that candle right there. So it breaks that one. Stop is down there. I already know that this is going to act as a little resistance, high of day. And we just want to see it break high of day. So let's start scrolling through. And we come over and we look at Zoom. We're going to get in Zoom in 3 minutes. So we'll scroll it on up. This was almost like a chase entry on Zoom. Let me see. Not really. So look at it on the 5. Would have missed the entry. So entry would have been below this candle, stop on the top side. It would have already triggered us in. So just a little late. And we see low of day. That was in that candle. So this right here wouldn't have been an issue because we'd already be in the trade. Come over, look at Target. Y'all remember what Target looked like on the thumbnail watch list. Did you just see where that was at? Target was looking nice. We had looked at it, just didn't pull the trigger on it. And look at Walmart. Oh, stank Walmart. All right, let's see. So we have gotten triggered in because we had the order in the system for ZM. Triggered us in, goes against us initially. Look at Target. Look at Target. See, I shop at Walmart, but I need to get bougie and start shopping at Target because Target made the move today. All right, let's go. This was Nova. This was one that Evan had told me to take a peek at. So just looking at it, I didn't really see anything on this one that really piqued my interest. He was looking at it for this little breakdown right there off of the 5 minute. That's right here. Entry would have been good, knowing that you're going to catch resistance right there. It would have been up at, this actually would have hit target. This would have hit target. So possibly getting in after this little tail. Stop on the top side and play it down. So would have been a good trade. But back looking at Walmart, look what Walmart did. Almost came down to this area. We got the stop sitting just at this area right here. And this is why I say it was range trading. See how it would just go up, come down, go up. And now it's trapped between the 9 and this area. And just would not do what I wanted it to do. We do see it's kind of breaking out. We're up $30. And end up just getting out break even and then watch what it does. All right, back looking at ZM. This one was a good exit. Nice little push down. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting the push down that I want to see. We are a little extended on the 5. So we extended on the 5, but 2 minutes still looking good. And that's why you need to look at all the charts. People ask me, like, why do I have so many charts on there? Each chart tells a different picture. So each chart is given a different picture, or you can say they're different pieces to the puzzle, and you're just trying to put that puzzle together. So if one of the pieces is a square and it needs to fit into the circle, you can't put it together. But we see that it's coming back up. Let's scroll it up. Let's see, where did we? So right there, we got to stop at break even. But that is not where I kept it at. We're going to keep scrolling. And see, look, there it goes again. Just playing with our emotions. So here, we're up $34. It just looks like it's going to go. And that's why I moved to stop to break even. Because I'm like, all right, it didn't go. So we see stop is at break even. Has a couple of cent spread. What's that? Maybe 5 cent spread. And then look, it just jumps down. And I'm like, nope. This is a little too choppy, a little too whippy. It's not really going. Trying to get to where I move it. We're out of Walmart. Walmart finally did break that area, but it wasn't strong. So we come over, look at BE. Thought about getting back in BE. It's a little extended on the 5. I was checking here to just make sure that it was nothing else over there. This thing had clear sailing once it did drop. And now look at Walmart. So now that it's broken and holding this area, start thinking about getting in a trade there. 50 cent stop. I think this one, 50 shares. I was only going to risk $25. Didn't want to risk a full lot on this trade. And watch what it does. Watch what it does. Let's speed it up. Let's go back. Sped that up too much. So I got my entry for it to trigger me in right there. And it starts throwing that top and tail. So I'm like, nope. Let's take that order out of the system. So we take it out. We come back over and we look. And we see ZM has stopped us out. Caught. Remember I said it was a 5 cent spread. It stopped us out in that spread. Here's a look. Here's a 10. That was a 10 cent spread. So we got caught in that spread. But look at that. Walmart just slowly moving up. And then we don't take the next trade for a whole nother hour. And I don't even think I recorded it. Let me see. That Walmart again. Let me go back. So I saw it making the move. I put the order back in the system, and then look what it does. It start pulling back again. Just playing with my emotions, like Smokey and Friday. Big worm. Playing with my emotions, Smokey. All right, this one here. Y'all will always hear me say I like to take these short trades that's going, looking like they're getting heavy. This was one that I had to reevaluate this thing as it was playing out. Because I was looking to go short. But I was like, nah, this is just a pullback. Home Depot is still kind of strong. And if you look at this candle, this red candle right there, there is not a lot of volume in that candle. So this was just some people selling, getting rid of shares. This wasn't like shorts trying to take over this thing, because this has no volume in there. You still got these people that was buying all up in here to go higher. So I quickly changed that. And I'm like, nah, Home Depot is still got potential to go higher. Look at the 10-minute. You got buyers that push this candle back up. You You come over to the 30. You got buyers in that one. So my thought to go short changed. I was like, nah, not going to do that. This was one looking to go short on snow. Same thing. This was range trading. Look at that. Up, down, up. Trying to get in if it breaks this. Thought about it after looking at everything, looking at the big picture. Come over here and look at the 10. It's not really in a pattern that's going down. This thing just came down. It went back up. This is holding at about half. So it's not setting a new low. It's setting a higher low. So no, don't want to go short. So took that order out the system. We come back over. We look at Home Depot. Even though Home Depot looking like it wants to go weak, and we do put an order in for it, it's not going to trigger us. I had mentioned this one to Evan. I was like, if it breaks that 2-minute candle, like I didn't want to get in. Sometimes you hear me say getting in off the 5. I was like, no, I don't want to get in. I would have had to wait on this 5-minute candle to close and then go lower. So I'll say I'll do it off of the 2-minute. If the next candle, let's get a red candle. And if the next candle breaks that candle, all right, this is going to push down a little bit. And look at what this thing did. It just showed you how much strength it had. Look at that. Look at that. Just showing how much strength this thing actually has. And we don't take any more trades. Like I said, the next one I take is at 11:10, and I had shut down. OBS by then. So here we're just looking at different ideas. Let's go back and look at ZM real quick though. There we go. Yeah, so we see ZM, it started curling. And I'm like, okay, if this thing gets above the VWAP, I might take a long on it, because I'm just trying to get them $4.20 back is my thinking. It's like, how can I get my $4.20 back? And it gave it to me going long, but coming back looking at that chart, I left. Easily would have hit target. That thing easily would have hit target, but I left a lot of money on that trade. But I accomplished my goal. This was another one on snow. Order in a system. We did get the higher low, but hadn't fully transitioned out. Come here, you got a double bottom, and it did set this higher low here, but get triggered in. You see how tight that is, where the target is at. But comes back down. We take that order out of the system. So just that type of morning, just not really doing much. And like I said, I like to come and look at all of the charts. So we got a higher low here. We got a higher low on the 5. We got a higher low on the 10. So they all showing you the same picture. Then you come look at the 30. Got a nice bottoming tail there. Not on much volume yet. And this thing only has 8 minutes before it closes. So that tells you there was no volume in the market. This thing has been working for 22 minutes. And that's all the volume that is built in that candle. So nah, no haps. Took that order out of the system. And that was it. It's got 10 seconds left in it. We see that it does finally push back down. So that was the morning, y'all. That was the morning. I see my camera is frozen. What's up with that? Boom, boom. Yep, it is frozen. Oh, my battery is dead in that camera. I'm in deep thought too, looking at that picture. But yeah, that was the morning. Small green, I'll take it. Small green beats a small red any day of the week. And we'll be back at it again tomorrow. Like I said, I do like my patience today. I like that I stayed fairly disciplined in my trades. And we'll be back at it again tomorrow to take on this thing called the stock market. And on that note, I'm up out of here. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't already. Muchos gracias. Peace.